Gary Nasai Minasan. Today we're gonna talk about Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 11. I believe this episode for a lot of people is gonna be a lot of fun, and I totally agree with it because it actually shows us a lot of things that I don't really kind of like thought about when I'm watching the series, and yet some of you guys actually question like, hey, how the hell did the Abyssal Sister got their hands on a Chemy card itself? Like they couldn't do that in the beginning of the story. How come out of nowhere the Abyssal Sister is able to use a Chemy card to henshin into Malgam and kind of like use another Chemy card to use the multiple transmutation, something like that. So this episode explained to us that there is a spy in the Alchemy Association, and that spy is the reason why the Abyssal Sister actually contains so many blanks Chemy card, and they themselves, the Abyssal Sister, actually went ahead and collect the Chemy card by themselves. Okay, so that is kind of like telling us that we might not actually get kind of like a random like monster of the week anymore moving forward, but instead we are actually gonna see the Abyssal Sister taking on the role of the monster of the week moving forward. Just that maybe moving forward into different week, we are actually gonna see like different Abyssal Sister is gonna use a different card with a combination of a different card, something like that. There is a possibility that is the route that they're gonna go for, but with how this episode actually ended, when we actually saw the completion of the Dread Driver and the introduction of Kamen Rider Dread, it really makes me wonder like who actually is the user of the Dread Driver itself. Based on our understanding when we watch episode 11, is that the Dread Driver is supposed to be shared amongst the three Abyssal Sisters. So or maybe we might actually get to see kind of like a combination, like rather than, you know, like in order for them to mimic the power of Kamen Rider Gotchard, where one person is able to use the power of two different category Chemy cards. What if the Dread Driver has the ability to fuse two person into a single Kamen Rider itself? It's kind of like a Kamen Rider W concept, but instead of, you know, like how we actually get to see Cloto and Lakesi actually say that, hey, we want to like take down Lakesi want to take down Valverat and Cloto want to take down Kamen Rider Gotchard. So what if the Dread Driver actually allows them to fuse together and to become a Kamen Rider Dread itself? If that is the case, it is going to be really insane, because it is kind of like telling us that there is a possibility that the Dread Driver would actually get an upgrade eventually, and the three Abyssal Sister is gonna be able to combine together into a kind of like Kamen Rider Dread Ultimate, something like that. Okay, I'm not sure what is to come for Dread. I'm really excited to see him in action, because Kamen Rider Dread is the second rider in Kamen Rider Gotchard itself. Even though it is a dark rider, it is a black rider, whatever you want to call it, an evil rider, but it is still the second rider of the series itself. And by far, if not mistaken, if I'm not wrong, Kamen Rider Gotchard is the first Reiwa series to have not debuted as secondary rider up until episode 11, and that is really insane. For 3 months for audience to watch Kamen Rider show without the constant bombardment of new characters, new riders, it is pretty insane. Okay, and I felt like the reason why Kamen Rider Gotchard actually choose to go with this route is because they have limited budget. I would say for sure, because the suit of Gotchard is really expensive to make, I would believe, because they have to make so many different forms of Gotchard, and most of the time he is only gonna use it for maybe like a few seconds or maybe like a few minutes in a single episode. So, and all those money, they need to figure out a way to kind of like write the story to make it less taxing for the budget, something like that. Because if you create a lot of riders in Kamen Rider Gotchard and expect all the suits to be brand new design, you're gonna be very disappointed. Because even before Gotchard, like in Kamen Rider Kamen Rider Geats, we would already see that they are a lot of reused tools, reused item, reuse weapon. They just kind of like recolored it, repurpose it to make it suits to the rider, suits into the theme of the story itself. So all this thing is like kind of like telling us that the Toei Kamen Rider team is like trying to actively save money. Maybe I'm just thinking too much into this, I don't know, but let me just move on before I say anything stupid. Okay, so we have a spy. Okay, we have a spy in the school. So who could it actually be? Okay, so I don't think that there is just one spy, because the girl just kind of like outed herself to be the spy seems a little bit weird, kind of like a misdirection, I would say, like especially with how the girl Harima like just appear out of nowhere, saying a little bit sus. Like at first, like they're trying to make us believe that Kugimiya is actually the spy and all those stuff, but turns out Harima is the spy. So who could actually be the spy at the end of the day? I am not very sure, okay, but I have a theory, a very, very insanely outrageous theory, and that is, what if the spy is actually Kudo Rinne herself? Let me explain, okay? Let me explain, because this is really, really insane theory. I think the reason why I say Rinne Kudo could actually be the spy is because there is a possibility that she actually has a little bit of kind of like a split personality thing, that she doesn't even know herself. Like she is the mastermind of all, and yet she is also the retose, the perfect student and all the stuff. Like all the students in this Furasu High School Alchemy Academy are all problem children. So what is the problem with Kudo Rinne? Is her problem only that she is the daughter of a traitor? I don't think so. So what if Rinne actually has kind of like I said, mentioned earlier, a split personality, and she's the mastermind of all? And then that would actually explain why Atropos would actually come and kind of like approach her all the time, keep on bothering her, keep on playing tricks with her mind and all this stuff. Maybe like what Atropos is trying to do is to help Rinne to merge two sides of her together, okay, to merge the evil side of Rinne and also the good side of Rinne together. So that is just a possibility, just a theory. I don't think that is gonna be true at all, but if it is true, it is gonna be a really, really mind-blowing revelation for that to actually happen, which I highly doubt it. Okay, I really, really don't think Rinne is gonna turns out to be evil all this time. That is gonna be insane. But it still doesn't really explain why Atropos keep on bothering with Rinne at all. Another theory that would actually support that is to really just make Rinne doubt herself and make her succumb to the dark side. Because right now, Atropos actually shows that Rinne is holding on to the law, to the rule very, very tightly, and she is trying her best not to become her father, not to become a traitor, not to be branded as a traitor. So what if all these things that Atropos actually came to talk to Rinne and all those stuff, and even whispering into her ears that, hey, all these things that's about to happen is all of this is your fault and all those stuff. And I think when Atropos actually says that to Rinne, I think there is kind of like really implying that Rinne is like she's just trying to mess with Rinne's mind and just really make her lose her cool, or maybe lose her composure, something like that. Maybe, okay, maybe. But then again, there's also another possibility on why Atropos actually said that one particular line towards Rinne is, and that is the fact that what if Kudo Fuga is like the reason why she betrayed the Alchemy Association all this year ago is because of what Rinne wants. Okay, what if Rinne actually says that, hey, actually the Chemy should be free, and the Chemy should live in a world of their own and all that stuff, and And maybe what if that is the wish of Renee and her father is just trying to fulfill it, and without in doing so, like he actually become kind of like a villain of the story, like a traitor to the Alchemy Association. What if that is the case? Okay, I'm not sure how the story is gonna move forward right now, because right now it is insane, man. Like the story is really unpredictable. It can go anywhere. Nothing in my bingo card makes sense anymore. I don't think I'm even gonna show the bingo card anymore, because so far up until episode 11 there is only one, man, like one thing in my bingo card that has been checked, and that is a love relationship between side character, and that is Kajiki and Hijiri. Okay, so really amazing stuff there. But with that being said, I think that is pretty much it from me in this video. Lastly, before I leave, I just want to talk about the level 10 Chemy, and that is like every single category of card is gonna have one particular level 10 card itself. So are we gonna see, like, in every single category there's always gonna be a number of 1 to 10? If that is the case, it's gonna be really interesting, because right now I don't really own the card, and I don't really do kind of like a factual check on like whether or not each category is gonna have 10 cards. And so far we actually get to see like there are at least 5 category or even 6 category of card in the series itself. Firstly, we got the animal for sure, and next we got the insect category, we got the occult category, we got the vehicle category, like all the Go Dash or the Hike Rescue and all that stuff. And then we actually got tools like smartphones and batteries and all those stuff. So I think there's definitely gonna be like one more category, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm really not sure. Oh yeah, one more category is plants. Okay, so 6 categories so far. So if according to the maths that I'm actually having right here, that's mean that we would actually have 60 Chemy cards if that is the case. But then again, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm really not sure. And what about Magician X? Okay, because there is a card called Magician X. What does that card actually belongs to? Does that card belongs to category entertainment? Does that card belongs to what? It's supposed to be occult based as well, but like UFO X is the occult level 10. So what is Magician X level 10 of? Okay, so that is something for us to think about while we are waiting for the next episode and while we are waiting for Kamen Rider Dread. And that is all from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it this far into the video, I just want you to comment the word Shangri-La Frontier. Why Shangri-La Frontier? Because it is one of a really amazing anime that I believe everyone should definitely check it out. Shangri-La Frontier is just amazing. It is a whip dream. And yeah, that is it from me. Hope you enjoy. Goodbye.